back to Kelly Barlow Creations, Crafting on a Budget. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more Crafting on a Budget videos to come. And if you click it when the bell appears, YouTube will notify you when I'm uploading a new video. And if you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links in the description box below, along with my P.O. box if you're interested in sending me mail and watching me open it up in a video. So what do I have going on in today's video? Today I am bringing to you a DIY farmhouse floating shelf using Dollar Tree items. I was inspired by this piece here because I was looking for inspiration to come up with a way to store Ray and Kayla's toilet paper in their toilet room above their toilet. Once I saw this, I knew exactly what I wanted to do and what items I wanted to use from the Dollar Tree to achieve a farmhouse floating shelf. So let's get to it and let me show you what all you need for this DIY. For this project, I picked up 4 of these boxed wall decor pieces from the Dollar Tree. I'll also be using some of Dollar Tree's decorative rope, a black ink pad, and I'll also be using this textured multicolored paint by Rust-Oleum in the color of Autumn Brown. Starting this project off, I'm going to take 2 of the boxed wall decor pieces that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and using my E6000, I'm going to glue them together by just simply placing some E6000 on the side of the boxes here. Now taking the 2 other decor pieces, I'm going to place some E6000 on the side and on the bottom. Then I'm going to place it right on top of the 2 that I just glued together, lining up the edges. For this last piece, I am so sorry I didn't show where I glued it. I was out of frame. I glued it in the same spots on the side and on the bottom, giving me this. I'm going to use some blue painter's tape to help hold this together till the E6000 epoxy cures. And I'm going to place some on the bottom here and on the top and on the back. The E6000 is dry, so I can safely remove the blue painter's tape with no damage to this. To paint this shelf, I will be using this multicolored textured paint by Rust-Oleum in the color of Autumn Brown. This paint is so stinking easy to work with and is so forgiving. If you happen to spray a bit too much paint on whatever it is you're painting, it just kind of smooths out and evens out all by itself. Today was probably the worst day that I could have chosen to spray paint this piece because of how stinking windy it was outside. I didn't have a choice, I had to do it, and because I was spraying so close, it caused it to kind of puddle up in some areas, but you'll see later on that it smooths out and you can't even see because of the type of paint this is. To give this shelf that rustic, aged farmhouse look, I'll be using this black ink pad that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's ink pads can tend to be a bit dry, and I found if I just take a water bottle and squirt it on the ink pad, it kind of rejuvenates the ink pad and you get plenty of use out of the ink once you've done that, and it works perfectly. And to apply the ink onto the shelf to distress it, I'll just be using a coarser paintbrush that I had on hand. And I'm just going to take and apply this black ink to any areas on the shelf that I want to give that dirty, distressed look. As I initially put on the ink, it is wet, so it looks a bit darker than it will look once it dries. In the past, when I've used ink to distress a decor piece that I'm working on, I've never had any problem with the ink rubbing off on anything. If you're worried about the ink rubbing off, you can seal it with a sealer, or you could even use a clear spray paint to seal it. And to give this shelf a bit more of that rustic farmhouse feel, I'll be using this decorative rope that you can get from Dollar Tree to add to each side of this shelf. And to finish this shelf off, I decided to add some rope to the top to give it that illusion that this shelf is being hung by rope. I will be using nails to hang this shelf because I want to add some weight to the shelf and I don't want it to fall. I feel like this needs a twine flower. So I'm going to do a very simple twine flower by wrapping the twine around my 4 fingers several times until I have the thickness that I'm happy with. Once I've gotten that thickness that I'm happy with, I'm going to tie it off in the middle. Then taking my scissors, I'm going to cut the loops to open them up to give this that shabby chic flower look. And I'm going to repeat this 3 times. Then I'm going to take and hot glue all 3 of these bundles on top of each other, offsetting them just a bit. Then again, taking my black ink and my brush, I thought I'd give this flower a bit of a rustic feel by distressing the tips of the flower just a bit. And I think the perfect place for this flower is right here in the top corner. Now let's go hang this up and see how it looks. And there you have it, a DIY floating shelf using Dollar Tree items. This floating shelf is so budget friendly, and I love how rustic and farmhouse this turned out. Make sure to head on over to Kayla's channel this week, where she is trying out a Scotch box with a surprise guest, a member of our family that you haven't yet met. This week's video is guaranteed to keep you laughing. The link to it is in the description box below. And there you have it. This farmhouse floating shelf for this toilet paper turned out so stinking amazing. I am so happy with it, and I think it's gonna work perfectly in the kids' bathroom. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, and let's get this video to 2,000 likes. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget, and bye for now, everybody.